Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a 15-minute full body yoga flow. When you're ready, you can get seated on your yoga mat. We're going to start in easy pose. Start by sitting up nice and straight, keeping your back upright. The first stretch we're going to do is to stretch our neck. Start by reaching your right hand up and over, taking hold of the left side of your head and very gently stretching the side of the neck, only moving your head, keeping your back upright and your spine straight. Breathe in and out through your nose and release. Extend the left arm, reach overhead, tilt your head to stretch the side of your right neck. Make sure to sit up nice and straight, only stretching your neck. Switch sides, reach over, hold the left side of the head, stretch your neck, and release. Reach over with the left arm, grab the right side of your head, stretch your neck. Make sure to breathe normally in and out through your nose. And release. Reach over with your right arm. Only bend your head to stretch your neck. Don't lean over with your body. And release. Reach over with your left arm. It's the last one. And release. Then we're just quickly going to stretch the back of the neck. So what you're going to do is keep your neck firm and press into your forehand, resisting with your neck muscle. So you're going to stay in place, push back with your hand and push forward with your neck. And release. We're going to do this 3 times. Go once more. Press into the forehead, resist with the back of the neck. And release. You can just shake your head out a little bit. Last one. Press firmly into the forehead. Resist with the back of the neck, pushing your head forward. Breathe in and out through your nose. And release. Okay, you can meet me in tabletop position for cat-cow. So you're going to round your back. Exhale. Inhale to arch your back, lift your chin. Exhale to round your back, chin to chest. Make sure to fully round your back. Exhaling. Fully arch your back when inhaling. Lift your chin. Curl your tailbone up. And exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Only breathe in and out through your nose. Exhale, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. Fully rounding your back, pushing into the mat with your hands. Inhale, arching your back, curling your tailbone up, lifting your chin. Exhale, round. Inhale to arch your back. exhale, forward around. Okay, now we're going to do it for 10 quick breaths. So you're going to start with cat, exhale through your nose, inhale to arch. Make sure to push into the mat when you're rounding your back. One more. Okay, for our next stretch, we're going to start in tabletop position. And from here, you're going to straighten your right leg. This is just to give you balance and open your hips so you can twist to the sides. Lift your left arm, breathing in through your nose, twisting your body, reaching your hand up towards the ceiling. We're going to stay for 5 breaths. From here, we're going to move into thread the needle. So you're going to reach your hand back to the other side underneath your body. Bring that knee back to the mat again. Reaching that and as far as you can, coming to rest on your shoulder. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Push back into tabletop position. From here, you're going to straighten your left leg with your toes tucked. Breathe in and lift your arm towards the ceiling, your right arm. Breathe normally in and out through your nose. Gaze towards the ceiling if you can. Drop your left knee back to the mat. Reaching your right hand underneath your body. Bend your left elbow. Rest on your right shoulder. Okay, push back into tabletop position. Come back into a seated easy pose. So we're going to do a quick wrist warm up now. So all you're going to do is interlace your fingers, then we're just going to roll out your wrists to warm them up for some poses that's going to put some pressure on your wrists. We're going to do this for 45 seconds. And now we're going to stretch out our wrists for wrist flexion and extension. Just all you're going to do is straighten your arm, grab your hand and pull it slightly back. Feeling a good stretch in your wrist. Don't stretch too far. Flip it over, stretching it to the other side. Okay, right wrist, extend your right arm, grab your right hand, bring your hand back. And reverse that stretch. Okay, let's roll the wrist out again. Shake them out. Okay, let's move back into tabletop position. Okay, from here you're going to tuck your toes. We're going to move into downward facing dog. So lift your knees, push your hips up and back into downward facing dogs, keeping your knees bent and your heels off the mat. Push into the floor with your hands. And then we're going to start by pedaling out our legs, stretching the hamstrings, stretching the lower back. Keep your lower back straight. You should form a straight line from your hands to your shoulders, to your tailbone. Just gently pedal out those hamstrings. Okay, from here we're going to move into a lunge position. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift your left leg, keeping your hips squared. Bend your knee, bring your knee to your chest, lean forward, flex your foot, place your foot in between your hands. Drop your right knee, untuck your toes, lift your hands for crescent lunge. Breathe in and out through your nose, keeping your legs engaged, keeping your core fully engaged, reaching up and back with your hands. You're going to stay for 5 breaths. Okay, from here we're going to straighten the front leg. So you're going to shuffle that front foot a little bit more forward to create some space to straighten that leg. Okay, so straighten your front leg, supporting yourself on your hands. Try and keep your back straight. You can use some yoga blocks to support yourself, to give you some height. So keep your foot flexed, pointing your toes back, stretching your hamstrings, keeping your back straight, navel pulled in, breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, from here we're going to move into a little pose. Drop your blocks, bend that front knee again, walk your hands forward until you're next to your legs, next to your foot. Pushing your hips down and forward, keeping your back nice and straight, keeping your chin lifted, breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, from here we're going to move into Sphinx pose. So what you're going to do, just find a way to sweep that left leg back, correct your hand position, lie down on the mat, forearms on the floor, untuck your toes, make yourself comfortable, push into the mat with your elbows, lift your chin, engage your core to support your lower back. Keep your mouth closed, breathing in and out through your nose. Making sure to lift your ears away from your shoulders. We're going to stay here for another 5 breaths. Okay, from here we're going to lie down onto the mat. Extend your right arm to your right side. Lift your left leg, flip it over to your right side, twisting your back and stretching that right shoulder. Stay for another 2 breaths. Okay, bring your leg back. Come onto your hands. Push up until you're on all fours. So what you're going to do is start to arch a little back a little bit. Walk your hands forward into puppy pose. Bring your arms to the mat. Try and reach the mat with your chest and chin. Walk your hands back. All the way back. Seated on your heels. Open your hips. Separating your knees. Sit down into that position and then walk your hands forward as much as you can. And bring your chest as low as you can, resting with your chin on the mat. Breathe in and out through your nose. Walk your hands back. Sit back up onto your heels. Okay. Sit down on the mat with your legs extended in front of you. Keep your back nice and straight. We're just going to stretch our hamstrings by folding forward. So you're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale and just walk your hands down your legs as far as you can go, keeping your back straight. Taking hold of your legs wherever you can reach them. That could be on your shins, your ankle. You can grab your toes if you can reach them. Try and keep your back straight. If it's difficult to reach and you feel your back rounding too much, bend your knees, straighten your back, and only once your back is straight, then you start to straighten your legs as much as you can. Stretching your hamstrings and keeping your back straight. Keep your chin lifted and breathe in and out through your nose. On every exhale, you can go a little bit deeper into stretch, reaching your chest forward. And release. Lie flat on your back. Bend your left knee. Placing your foot next to your right knee. Take your right hand, hold onto your left leg, and try and reach over that. Try and reach the mat with that right knee, twisting your spine, stretching it. Keep your left arm extended to your side. Your knee doesn't have to meet the ground. Your shoulders should stay in contact with the floor. And release. Okay, we're going to move back into tabletop position to do the right side. Okay, from tabletop position, push into the mat with your hands, tuck your toes, lift your knees, push your hips back and up into downward facing dog. You can pedal out your legs. Your hamstring should be a little bit warmed up already. Should feel much more comfortable by now. Okay, so from here we're going to move into a lunge position. Lift your right leg, keep your hips squared, bend your knee, bring your knee towards your chest, lean forward, flex your foot, place your foot in between your hands. Drop your left knee toward the mat, untuck your toes, reach up with both hands for crescent lunge. Engage your core, engage all your leg muscles, making sure to keep yourself balanced. Reach up with your hands, up and back, with a slight arch in your back. Breathe in and out through your nose. Try and hold the pose for 5 breaths. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Walk that foot a little bit forward. Straighten that leg. Grab your blocks if you're using them. Keeping your lower back straight. Flex your foot, pointing your toes back. Stretching your hamstrings. Reach forward with your chest. Keeping your chin lifted, breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, drop your blocks. Place your hands on the inside of that right foot for lizard pose. Pushing your hips down and forward. Keeping your hips squared. Lift your chest. Lift your chin. Keeping your jaw closed, breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, sweep your right leg back. Lie down on your mat. Come onto your forearms. Your toes untucked. Your elbows directly below your shoulders. Push into the mat with your elbows. Lift your chin. Breathing in through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Lift your ears away from your shoulders, breathing in and out through your nose. Keeping your abdominal muscles engaged to protect your lower back. And lie down on the mat. Extend your left arm to the side. Lift your right leg, bring it over to your left side. Stretching your spine and your left shoulder. Breathe in and out through your nose. Release, resting back onto your mat. Push up into a tabletop position. From here, we're going to walk our hands forward again for puppy pose. Bring your chin and chest to the mat as far down as you can. Your thighs should be perpendicular to the floor. It should form a 90-degree angle with your mat. So you're going to reach down. Even if you don't reach the mat, you just drop your chest down as far as you can, keeping your arms straight, opening your armpits. Breathe in and out through your nose. Come back into tabletop position. You're going to sit back on your heels. Open your knees wide. Walk your hands forward. Bringing your chest to the mat, or as far as down as you can, reaching your hands forward. Resting your chin on the mat. Okay, walk your hands back. Come into a seated position with your legs extended in front of you. Flex your feet. To help you keep your back straight, you can sit on a yoga block. Just to give you some height, give you some space to work with. You just right, you'll see it's much easier. Okay, flex your feet. Lean forward, keeping your back straight. Reaching forward with your chest, grabbing hold of your shins, or as far as you can reach. If you can reach your feet, you can grab them. Making sure to keep your back straight. You can also bend your knees to make sure your back keeps straight. And then once your back is straight, you can start straightening your legs as much as you can, stretching your hamstrings. So you're going to inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, reach forward with your chest. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, reach forward with your chest, deepening the pose. We're just going to stay here, breathing in and out through our nose. And release. You can lie back down on your mat. Okay, now we're going to bend our right knee, placing that right foot next to your left knee. Reach for your left knee for your right knee with your left hand, bringing your leg over to the side. Extend your right arm to the side. Try and keep your shoulders grounded. Your knee doesn't have to reach the floor. Keep your navel pulled in, breathing in and out through your nose. And release. Let's meet in the middle of the mat. Well, that was today's workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow.